Because I am a dude, I have always had this fascination with fire. I love fire, as probably most guys do. We're just fascinated by it. I'm also fascinated by Exodus chapter 3. I love this super chunky chapter. It's amazing stuff. In this chapter, Moses is hiding out in the wilderness. He's killed a man, so he's a fugitive. So he's on the run, and he's hidden out in the wilderness, and he's just watching some livestock, and he thinks that he's hidden pretty well. He thinks nobody knows where he's at, but God knows where he's at, and God gets his attention, and he gets his attention with some fire. And he gets his attention with a burning bush, and Moses sees it from a distance. He gets closer, and verse 2 says this: Moses stared in amazement, which seems like the proper response. Okay, because even though the bush is engulfed in flame, okay, it's consumed by flame, it didn't burn up. It's engulfed in flame, but it's not burning up. So Moses is amazed. And to me, that kind of seems like what a healthy relationship with God really needs to look like. We need to be burning bushes. We are consumed by his fire. We are living right in the middle of it. Okay, we're living right in the middle of the intense fire of God. But we're not burnt up and we're not burnt out. We're just fired up because we're living in the right place. And so I think it needs to look like that. Now, verse 7 through 12 in chapter 3 really give us kind of a real cool picture of the way that God works in and through his people. I love this because God says to Moses, he says this: I've seen what my people are going through. I have heard their cries. And yes, I'm aware of their suffering, so I have come down to rescue them. They've gotten God's attention. He's not unaware of what they're going through, and he's come down to rescue them. Now check this out, because this is a mind blower, because God chooses to involve us in the process. Now, he says this: now go, for I am sending you, and don't be afraid, I will be with you. Sounds kind of like in the New Testament version, go into all the world and make disciples. And to me, it's an amazing thing, and it's an amazing thing to be reminded of. No matter what we're going through today, God says this: I have certainly seen. I know where you live. I know what you're going through. I have heard your cries. And yes, I'm aware of your suffering. And I've come down to rescue you. And he's going to rescue us, but he also wants to use us to rescue others. So be on the lookout, okay? Be aware and be attuned to the suffering of other people. Listen for their cries too. God bless you guys. Have a really great day. Be fired up. Okay, live in the fire of God, and don't get burnt up, don't get burnt out, but be fired up. God bless you. Giddy up!